All right, welcome back into Euro tonight. The round of 16 is officially over. Our final two games of the round of 16 finished up today. We of course then now don't have matches until Friday, which sucks. But I mean, this is the tournament we're in now. There's 7 games left of this tournament. We just got to enjoy each one of them while we have it, because it's then 2 games Friday, 2 games Saturday. Then I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the final, the preceding Sunday. So this tournament is rapidly winding to a close, so we have to enjoy each moment while we get it. And we did have 2 pretty decent games today. The first one was the early game of the day, and that was the Netherlands walking away with a 3-0 victory against Romania. I thought coming into this game, this was going to be the start of a Romanian run where they would, find a way, to semifinals, and then they'd lose to, England or Switzerland. But it would still be an amazing run for the country. Kind of a revival of their, national team. They were on the rise in the 90s, and then, that generation phased out. They kind of went back down. Now they're back up again. But then the Netherlands decided to show up. This was by far, I think, the best performance we've seen from the Netherlands this tournament. By far. I mean, their group stage games, the game against France was dreadful. The game against Austria, I mean, they were in it and out of it. They were mostly out of it, though. And then the game against Poland, yeah, they won. But I felt like Poland controlled most of that game. So this really did feel like the first true controlling of a game that I have seen from the Netherlands this tournament. It's something we've been crying out for this whole tournament. I thought this team could be a dark horse that people weren't talking about to go on to win this tournament. And obviously they're now in that position somewhat, just given, the way this bracket has broken. And obviously they finished in 3rd place in their group stage, so that very much helped them. They didn't end up on the other side of the bracket. And I mean, I still have my doubts with Ronald Koeman as manager. I still don't fully trust him. I just don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good in-game tactically. But this is tournament play. Anything can happen in 90 minutes. You can be, on top of the world 1 minute. Next minute, you're out of the tournament. I mean, that's the nature of tournament football. That truly is, that's quintessential. That's what we love about it. So, I mean, Romania, I really thought they were going to go through in this game just with the way the Netherlands looked in the group stage. They obviously do not. It comes to an end, a tournament that I think they'll look back on fondly, because I mean, they looked really good in their games. I do have to say that. They looked really good. Even today, obviously they lost 3-0. 2 of them were, with less than 10 minutes to go. But I still thought they put up a very decent performance for, I'll call it a name brand national team. Because, you don't hear about, top stars coming from Romania. But I thought this was a very good performance from them. I think it's a great stepping stone to where they could get further in 2028 at the Euro in the UK and Ireland. I mean, who knows? But I'm shocked, honestly, that the Netherlands went through with a result like this. If they were going to go through, I figured it would be on penalties or something. Total control of this game from the 1st minute to the 91st. I mean, that total domination. Our second match of the day and the final match of this round of 16 was Turkiye walking away with a 2-1 victory against Austria. This was the Turkiye team I think everybody wanted to see at Euro 2020. They were the ones hyped up as the massive underdogs, the dark horses. Oh, they can go on a run, maybe make the semifinals. Well, we were just 3 years late. Here it is. this is what we expected to see from them. Austria, I mean, this game was beautiful football, especially when we got into the second half. That was so good. So good. But, I mean, this game is what tournament football is all about. You don't need a name brand to put on an absolutely outstanding game like we just saw from Austria and Turkiye. Turkiye got the scoring started less than 40 seconds into the game. It was Demiral puts the ball in the back of the net. It's 1-0, and, you know, Austria are just stunned because, I mean, you also would be stunned if you just conceded, 40 seconds into a potential elimination game. They're just, they were shaking their heads. They were in shock. But they kind of shook off that shock and they played a very controlling type of game. They were chasing after an equalizer, obviously. And I thought they had their chances. I truly thought that they were going to get there. Obviously, they don't, because it would be out of the halftime break. Demiral scoring again in the 59th minute before Austria could even get their first, which was Gregor Sturridge in the 66th. But that last 35 minutes, that was pure cinema. That was perfection of football. You really did have everything. In that last 35, you obviously had the goal from Turkiye in the 59th. You have the Gregor Sturridge in the 66th. Then you have an Austria team on the attack for a lot of it. And then once you're in stoppage time, Austria had like 2 or 3 opportunities, I think. None more than the one right at the death, right at the 94th minute, that forced a absolutely immaculate save from the Turkiye keeper to keep this game 2-1. And I mean, full-time whistle blew like right after that save. And that gave them the win. That made sure this game didn't head on to extra time. It was just pandemonium. This was the game of the round of 16, I think. I don't think anything can really top it. That was pure football. It was pure excitement. Shows you don't need like a 4-3 scoreline or something like that. And you don't need France or an England or Portugal as one of the teams. It can be Austria and Turkiye, and they can put on an absolutely outstanding match. And that's what we got today, and what an entertaining match it was. So, like I said, that wraps up the round of 16. So that means we only have 8 teams remaining. Let's break out the board here, check out the matchups. As you can see, Spain, Germany, that game will be on Friday. Portugal, France, that game also on Friday, I believe. On the Netherlands, Turkiye, that's on Saturday. And England, Switzerland, that is also on Saturday. So, Friday, that is just, that is going to be pure cinematic football right there. Spain, Germany, I believe, is the game that leads it off at noon. Whew. That's going to be perfection. I can't wait to watch that game. Portugal, France, that game also, it may be the most dead football game of all time, given both teams have looked quite awful at points in this tournament. But you never know. Netherlands, Turkiye, I feel like I shouldn't doubt the Netherlands anymore, but I still might. Turkiye, I think, is going to put up a really good challenge. And then England, Switzerland. Me and this English side, I at a loss for words with, because I truly don't know where it's going. Because theoretically, they should be able to move on to the semis, but you never know. This Switzerland team, I think, is going to be quite dangerous. Given that, England have played very similar to what Italy did. And you saw the result with that, with Switzerland knocking them out on Saturday. So I don't know. This is going to be an exciting round of 8 quarterfinals, whatever you want to call it. We're going to, of course, be here to preview and recap it all. Previews on the Twitter at NickBird13. No capitalization, no underscores, none of that stuff. Recaps always on here, and then the shorter version also on Twitter. So we got a few days break from the Euro. Obviously, Copa America is still going on. The group play is just finishing up tonight. So there will be, of course, a recap on YouTube for all of that. Then they have only a 1-day break before their quarterfinals happen. Their quarterfinals, it's 1 match a day, which is dumb, but hey, you got to keep drawing out that viewership. So that's going to wrap it up for this Euro tonight. So thank you so much for watching. If you just stumbled across this video, click like, click subscribe, tell anybody you know about it. Like I said, Copa America coverage continues. Take a few days hiatus because there is no Euro football. So we will see you back again soon for a quarterfinal Euro tonight recap on Friday.